Remember when the internet was a place you went to? Like a physical place? You would walk into the computer room, log on, wait for the dial up, you surf the web for a couple hours, and then when you were done, you could log off. You could leave. Now the internet isn't a place. It's just everywhere. Your phone, your TV, your job, your restaurant menu has a QR code, your grill somehow has Wi Fi. But what even is the internet? Well, first things first. The internet is not the same thing as the World Wide Web. The internet is the physical and digital infrastructure. It's a system of wires, satellites, data centers, routers, and protocols that connect your computers all over the world. Think of it as a massive system of roads, highways, and intersections. The web, on the other hand, is just one thing that uses the internet. It's a service, like cars driving on the roads. Websites, browsers, hyperlinks, all of that is the World Wide Web, built on top of the internet. Other things right on the internet too. Email, not the web. Video calls, not the web. Online games, FTP servers, your smart fridge texting you at 3 a.m. about low ice levels, not the web. The internet is the house. All these things just live there. Okay, this is where it gets weird. We use phrases like the cloud and wireless all the time, which makes the internet sound like it lives in the sky on a throne made of ones and zeros. But no, the internet is real. Beneath your feet, under your street, through your cities and oceans, millions of miles of cables crisscross the globe. Thick bundles of fiber optic cables carry data all around the globe. Then you've got routers and switches, which are like traffic cops for your data. They make sure everything goes the right way and doesn't get lost in Detroit when it was supposed to go to Denver. And then there are data centers, massive buildings filled with servers. These are the modern day temples of the internet. Rows upon rows of blinking, humming machines. They store your emails, your TikToks, your memes, your entire digital life. Even when you're on Wi Fi or using cellular data, that signal eventually jumps onto these cables and boxes. There's no such thing as a fully wireless internet. It's all just a relay race. Your phone to a tower, the tower to a cable, the cable to a data center, and so on. If you could see the internet, it would look like a glowing spider web of cables and pulses wrapped around the entire Earth. So, how does your meme get from your phone in New Jersey to your friend's tablet in Tokyo in less than a second? Well, first you need a computer. A computer is basically just a really fast, really obedient machine. It takes input like clicking a button or typing a message, processes that input using a bunch of electrical signals and math, and spits out output. Like showing a web page, playing a video, or dominating the world in RuneScape. Inside, it's all just tiny electrical circuits flipping on and off, millions of them, using nothing but ones and zeros. That's binary, the world's most boring language, but it gets the job done. The processor or CPU is the brain. It handles all the instructions. RAM is short-term memory, like sticky notes. The computer uses to remember what it's doing right now. Your hard drive is long-term memory, where your files, programs, and weird downloads from LimeWire live. Then there's the motherboard, which connects it all together like a digital nervous system. Add in some input devices, keyboard, mouse, an output device, screen, speakers, and internet access, and you've got yourself a portal to the online world. Your phone is a computer, a really powerful one. A tiny touchscreen computer you carry in your pocket with more power than the machines NASA used to land on the moon. And here you are using it to watch this stupid video. Okay, now we can talk about packets. Every time you send a message, load a web page, or stream a video, your data is chopped up into tiny digital pieces called packets. Each one carries not only a chunk of your data, but also a little envelope that says where it came from, where it's going, and how to put it all back together. These packets zoom through the internet, hopping from router to router, sometimes taking different paths like digital hitchhikers. When they arrive, they reassemble themselves like a puzzle. This whole system runs on protocols, the invisible rules of the digital road. Two of the MVPs of the internet communication are TCP and IP. TCP or Transmission Control Protocol is basically the neurotic perfectionists of the internet. And make sure your data packets don't get lost, show up late, or arrive in a jumbled mess like the IKEA shelf I lost the manual to. Then there's IP, or Internet Protocol, which is in charge of addressing, basically telling your packets exactly where to go, like, hey, take this message to 192.168.11 and don't mess it up. These two work together behind the scenes, constantly juggling bits of data to make sure the internet doesn't descend into chaos, and somehow, most of the time, it works. But let's back up a bit. The internet didn't just pop into existence one day with a hello world tweet and a flashing cursor. It started in the late 1960s as a US government project called ARP. The goal was simple: connect a bunch of computers so researchers could share data without mailing floppy disks or shouting across rooms. From there, it slowly grew. In the 1980s, more universities got online and email became a thing. Nerds rejoiced. The 1990s brought the World Wide Web and changed everything. Suddenly, you could browse Yahoo, build GeoCity pages, and watch GIFs. By the 2000s, Wi-Fi was spreading, social media exploded. And the internet wasn't just for tech nerds anymore. It was cool. MySpace, YouTube, and Facebook became the new hangout spots. Twitter was the town square. Then smartphones entered the scene in the 2010s and the internet went mobile. From work meetings in pajamas to streaming videos on the toilet, the internet went from a tool to an atmosphere. Now, if someone says they're not online, you worry for their safety. Did they lose power? Did their Wi-Fi get cut? Are they okay? These days, the internet isn't just a part of life, it is life. It runs your conversations, your entertainment, your shopping, your hobbies, your bank account, your job. Whether you're texting your group chat, doom scrolling Twitter, binge watching shows, or deep in a rabbit hole about who really runs the government, the internet is always there. It's how we get our news, how we kill time, how we learn new things. And then there's the Internet of Things. Smart homes, smart appliances, smart everything. Your doorbell has Wi-Fi. Your fridge has opinions. Your light bulbs have a better connection than your parents. Even your car gets software updates now. You sneeze and your smart speaker starts Googling if sneezing is fatal. We were promised flying cars and instead we got thermostats that send you passive-aggressive notifications. But it's not all sunshine and memes. The internet is possibly the greatest invention since fire and also kind of a disaster. On the bright side, it's connected the world like never before. You can talk to anyone, anywhere, anytime. You can learn anything. You can build a career from your laptop in a coffee shop. The digital economy is booming with influencers, remote jobs, freelancers, and streamers making a living online. But then there's the dark side. Your data is constantly being tracked. Your searches and clicks turn into targeted ads that seem to know what you want before you do. For every genuinely helpful tutorial, there's a guy with a conspiracy theory and a TikTok following claiming the earth is flat and birds aren't real. The internet is not just websites. It's not just the stuff you Google or the videos you stream or the endless memes and bad takes on social media. The internet is a living, breathing ecosystem of connections, cables stretching across ocean floors, servers humming in windowless warehouses, data flying invisibly through the air. It's a nervous system of the modern world. It connects people, money, ideas, memories, dumb jokes, and brilliant inventions. It's where we learn, vent, game, cry, scroll, laugh, build, and occasionally scream into the void. Once upon a time, it was a place you visited. Now, it's the air you breathe. Invisible, constant, and somehow, through all the noise and nonsense, it still works.